Anyways, that was a great intro. It completely derailed me. But yeah, basketball is almost back, Steve. Um, I woke up this morning. It was real chilly. Real chilly. Made me want to hibernate back in my cave, go back under the covers for like an extra 30 minutes. But, um, this is the signifier. We're officially in the fall. We're officially in basketball's right around the corner. Football's going on. Baseball is heating up, especially around these parts. We got a lot to talk about today. Steve, how are you doing this evening?
I got a question for you.
Hit me.
Where the fuck can they find us?
You can find us on all your streaming platforms. We're talking not streaming like in video game streams, but short form content. Instagram Reels, Facebook, TikTok. You can follow us for full length videos on YouTube. You can like us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Am I missing anything? I don't think so. And
Twitter.
Twitter. Yeah, Twitter. The Twitter's going to get more active, especially as we roll into the NBA season. We're talking nightly now. It's an exciting time, Steve. How are you feeling?
Oh, the fall is beautiful. I mean, like, this is the best time of the year in like New England because like you go from, you get the end of summer, which is always beautiful. And you finally get those last few beautiful nights to go out and hang out, and then you go straight into fall, where it's like you got crisp weather, football, basketball's coming back. You get the leaves changing. It's the best time of year in New England.
Yeah, it is really beautiful. It's really nice. It is a special little treat. Now listen, I would trade it all in a heartbeat for whatever's coming next, meaning those New England winters.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a nice little brief but beautiful season here in New England. Um, and hopefully it's going to be even more beautiful with the return of our sweet prince, Jason Tatum. And let's hope he posted recently on his own private Instagram and Twitter a video of him playing full basketball reps. I mean, not playing one-on-one or anything intense, but first basketball activity since he tore his or ruptured his Achilles 4 to 5 months ago. I mean, if that doesn't make it move as a Celtics fan, nothing will. But Steve, what about you?
Jesus Christ. Like, I was talking about, I don't want him to come back. I mean, if I'm seeing this kind of recovery from him, I mean, we got fucking Wolverine on the team. Like, he's going to be all right. He might play before the All Star break. I mean, you're hearing reports from doctors that his leg's the strongest he's ever seen. Like, he might have fucking metal cable for an Achilles tendon, for all I know. Like, they might have just replaced it, and he might be Bionic Man, and he might just take over the fucking league.
Yeah, I think there's a few thoughts I have on this. One, just initially, I think the Achilles thing, the injury, it's a severe physical injury, right? But I think when they repair it, um, I think it's one of those instances where after it's repaired, it's like stronger than it was. The thing with the Achilles injury is the mental aspect of it. Um, I don't, you don't really see the same with ACL, but you can sometimes depending on the player. But there's a severe mental issue that comes along with the Achilles having popped in such a weird fashion. A non-contact injury where you're just running and it just snaps. Like I think that that gets in a lot of these guys' head. And thankfully or hopefully, knock on wood, I never have to experience it because it sounds brutal. But this guy is like straight up Herculean, apparently. I mean, he there's a lot of data about how long the recovery takes with older athletes, but not a lot of data on guys as young as Tatum getting it. And you're starting to see this injury occur more in younger players like Tatum. And there's lots of speculation as to why that is. But when it comes to recovery, he got the surgery immediately after. Apparently, it was a full structured heal type of surgery. Instead of because there's also a type of surgery where you can kind of patch it up and get back quicker. There's like two. That's what Bill Simmons was talking about. Not that I'm not a orthopedic surgeon or whatever the foot doctor is. But yeah, so it's like maybe he's back and getting like he's really gearing up for a midseason return. The mental aspect we'll have to see. I don't know how you can work on that in a practice setting. I mean, maybe when he gets more live reps against his own team, that'll help. But as far as the physical recovery, it's unprecedented, and it's giving me a lot of hope for a season that's not very hopeful.
Yeah, the
Um,
mental recovery is going to come when he actually plays NBA games because there's practice reps, there's scrimmage reps, there's all that, but there's nothing like, oh, I got to make this move now. Like, is my leg going to be okay? Is my Achilles going to be okay? Is it going to react okay? Like, you don't get that high leverage situation in a scrimmage, no matter how competitive you are with your team. Like, you don't get that in a practice setting. You get that when the lights are brightest and you're on the main stage.
yeah, I agree. There's also I think our excitement and expectation should be tempered a bit here too, because it's already a stretch to try and get him back and ready by any point this season. Um, but earlier rather than later, it's a big stretch. But the thing is, like, what is he coming back to if he is coming back midseason, and is that worth the risk of him coming back? And is this a type of situation where the team has to step in to save the player from himself, a la Tua Tagovailoa, or insert any player who's had where you're doing that calculus of, like, if we bring him back, he's going to make do we try and push to the playoffs, or do we rest him and ensure his recovery? Um, so I think we should temper our expectations with that. The team might just be like, listen, dude, it ain't going to happen this year. We're not risking our 27-year-old superstar for a team that's hopefully going to be 500 at best by the time you even come back. Um, Having said that, the East is up for grabs.
Yeah, I mean, if he's 100%, like you can't get any better than 100%. Like you're not going to get any more healthy than 100%. So if he's at 100%, he's ready to play and he's clear to play, then he should play. Like
But who's
I
making that determination?
the league might make that determination because if he's medically cleared to play and you don't play him, then the league can fine you because of the new tanking rules. So he might
But
play anyways to avoid fines. But I mean, I think that if the Celtics decide, hey, we don't, he's not 100% until the end of the season, and they might just say, fuck it, we'll pay the fines and like not play him. But like obviously, like if you're looking at the way he's recovering right now, barring any setbacks, which those do happen when you're recovering, but barring any setbacks, he should be ready for the season, and like you could ease him back in. He's not coming. It doesn't look like he's coming back during a playoff push at the end of the year. It looks like he's going to be back well before that. So you could ease him back into the fold and see what it is. And if it doesn't look like it's going well, or if Jalen goes down for a couple weeks while he's back, like maybe you ramp it back a little bit. Maybe you're not playing him 35 minutes a game. Maybe you're only playing him 20 minutes a game every night. Just to get the confidence in that Achilles back before next season when you want to make that push.
hmm, what's your expectation for when he would be able to come back?
It's usually a 10-month recovery is the basis of it. If he's at 5 months now, you're looking at March. He could be back as early as March. Does he come back for against Cooper Flag in Dallas, March 19th, and in Boston? You know,
Interesting.
he said he wants to play his first game back at home. So, and they said that, or like a lot of people are speculating. I think they played the Hornets on the 4th because that's like right around his birthday too. So like
Just hang a
he
quick
loves
50
playing the
burger.
fucking Hornets. Like
Yeah.
every fucking offseason we hear about, some kid in Charlotte wants to see me play, so I'm gonna go play in Charlotte and kick the fucking living shit out of him because it's fun.
Wasn't there a crazy stat? Is either last year or the year before where he was averaging like 40 points a game against the Hornets?
It was some, so like I think it was probably like that 30 point a game season he had. He was averaging like 40 against them.
Yeah, in the 4 games we played against him, he was averaging, like, I think he had a 50 burger in there. He definitely had like a few 40s.
Yeah, he,
Um,
he pokes the fucking Hornets every time. It's like his favorite team to play. So
which
they
is
figure
crazy
coming
because
back like right around his birthday against a team that he likes to play against.
You figured the Hornets would have a guy who could like they at that time they had what, PJ Washington? No, maybe they didn't. Maybe they traded him right before that.
I mean, he probably was cooking PJ Washington too.
Yeah, but like Bridges, they do have guys who I wouldn't hate in a defensive matchup. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who they're throwing at him. He's cooking when he's in
And it
Charlotte.
also like if they have one guy who's a good defensive matchup on him, hey, I'm just gonna run this guy through a few screens until we get LaMelo Ball on him, and then hey, have fun. Like
Yeah, him or like Trey Man or something.
who's been their fucking center? Like they
It's
had
been a rotating cast. It was Mark. It is Mark Williams and um
Williams is always hurt though.
oh my god, he got traded last year to the Suns. Nick Richards.
Yeah, you got two
So
guys that
not bad centers, but
like so like your bigs on your back line after Tatum goes by somebody are usually not even there.
true. Yeah, I mean Tatum. Listen, I want it's always the same thing. The fan of me wants him back as soon as possible because I love this dude. The But I also am realistic, and I realize that if we get any time with him this season, it's it's frosting on the cake. It's icing on the cake. Um, and yeah, maybe we should be careful with this because we don't want to. I want I want 6 more years of Tatum at this level rather than 3 or not get. God forbid he never comes back to that level because he gets hurt again. Um, yeah. Anything else on Tatum or the Celtics before we move on?
No, the buzzword for media day was pace. They're all talking about playing with pace, playing faster, which is like makes sense because Tatum likes to slow the ball down when he has it. And he's not there, and Jalen's been wanting to play fast since he got in the league. And we got a bunch of young guys who just want to run, and you need to play with pace to get mismatches. Because last year it was really easy to play slow. The last 2 years when you have Porzingis and Drew and Derek and Jalen and Jason, it's like all right, just move the ball around until we find the mismatch. You're not
You
going to
know
have
what?
it this year.
You
So
know what that word makes me think as a cynical Celtics fan?
Tatum's not coming back.
You can't play defense.
Oh yeah, no, our defense is got to be middle of the pack at best. Like
Yeah, like listen, you're not gonna be able to stop them from scoring. Your best bet is to get back, get them in transition, get them out of their set and tired, and hope you can outscore them.
I think it's gonna be a lot of gambling this year on steals, and because we were like bottom of the league in that the last couple of years,
What, steals or gambling on steals?
steals and causing turnovers. Like we didn't do that at all.
Yeah, but that didn't matter.
No, but that was part of the defense because we had a bunch of guys who would just guard you straight up.
Yeah, just
And
stay home and rotate
Porzingis,
if you need
funnel
to.
it to Al, like it was good, but you don't have that option this year. So do you think that we're gonna see, Derek trying to get out there and get more steals? Do you think that we're gonna see them trying to jump passing lanes more this year? Do you think that's gonna be something that they're gonna look for?
I mean, Derek always has done that since he's been here. He's always the guy who kind of jumps those lanes. He has a pretty good read on it. So yeah, I'd like to see him do it, but also no, I don't want to risk him like blowing his position and not being able to help switch on, when they to help protect his, Pritchard and the guards who can't defend. You know, I don't. Yeah, obviously, if we can stop them somehow by getting steals, and you have active hands, great. But don't play yourself out of position, because you need to stay home. We're gonna need you there. You're a second best defender, and you're a 6'5" guard. So,
Also, Tillman talking about he lost 12 pounds in this offseason. He said his knee was never right last year. He said that it was just ballooning up every other day. He said that that's gone down significantly. He hasn't had to deal with that at all. So
I mean,
that
he's
could be a big
25 years old. Why is that happening at all?
well, sometimes it's just like a recurring injury kind of thing. And, now he lost some weight and he's changed up his diet and maybe he's changed up his recovery processes and stuff like that. Like, it's all like a learning curve too. Like, especially after you get like an injury or something like that, even a small injury, if you're going to keep pounding the shit out of your body and you think, oh, I'm fine. And then it's going to keep recurring unless you really tend to it. So I think that he
Yeah.
could be a big X factor, pardon the pun.
Yeah. Speaking of recovery, I forgot to mention up front that our co-host Jacob is not here. He's sick. he is got the itis of some sort. So we miss him, we love him, and we hope for his speedy recovery. Anyways, but going back to what you're saying, the more we talk about Tillman, the more I'm talking myself into like he's going to be a huge part this year. He's going to have to be. Just his defensive ability is going to be a premium on the squad. So hopefully he got himself right. We're going to need him to be able to defend his ass off, but also he can't be a zilch on offense. We need him to be some sort of Al Horford light or something, you know?
So he's been in the lab all year working on the three. So and that's if that comes back to like the league average 3-point shooter, then that's a huge help.
Yeah. And if he, there's opportunity there for you. You're 26 years old. You got plenty of, we're going to need you. So,
It's so wild to look at him and think he's 26. Like that dude
well, because
looks
he
like
looks like my dad.
he looks like he's like a year or two away from fucking retiring from the NBA with a nice pension.
Yeah, and he's getting injuries like it too. It's wacky. He's the oldest young person ever. I'm kidding, X-Man. I'm gonna need you.
Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, well, Kawhi's retired. He is the oldest young person ever. He's been retired for 4 years.
He's getting paid to not do a job. It's great.
Yeah, man. But speaking of Al Horford light, the Golden State Warriors, they load up on FAs on free agents this year. The first sort of levy to break was the Al Horford. They signed him before Kuminga. They signed him to a 2-year, $12 million a year. That second year is a player option, so Al has to opt into that. They also, then Kuminga, that domino fell for 2 years, $48.5 million. The standout ended, so he's coming back. They also made deals to veterans like Seth Curry and D'Anthony Melton. That's really cool that the Curry brothers will be playing basketball together this year. But the main thing, our guy Al, over to the enemy.
Sad. It's sad, but I mean, look, he's a legend. It's just like Johnny Damon going to the Yankees. Like you got a title. I don't give a shit what you do after that. Like, go get another one for yourself. Like, go solidify your Hall of Fame career that you've had. Like I don't blame you at all. I think it's gonna be funny seeing him and Jimmy interact with each other because they've been fucking battling each other in the East for what 15 years at this point almost. I think Jimmy's probably in year 15 at least.
Were they on the same team before that though in Philly?
I don't know if they were on the same team. They might have been.
Yeah, either way, your point stands.
But that's just gonna be funny to watch. I mean, shout out to Al. Go get the bag. Like we couldn't offer him that much because of the contracts we had at the time.
Yeah, that's what
he's
Brad
also
said.
looking at it like, hey, I could take less money to stay in Boston, but you don't know what's going to happen with Tatum. Like as optimistic as we are, you have to be a realist when it comes to your money and your career. Like you can't, bank on a guy coming back from an Achilles injury to be a top 3 player in the league that he's been the last few years.
Well, we need him to play a lot more minutes up front, and that's not what his role is anymore.
Yeah, he's gonna fit in so good in Golden State. He's a great passer. He spreads the floor. He's an all NBA level defender. Well, maybe not all NBA level defender, but his IQ as is all NBA level defender. Like he can do it in spurts when you need it. Like he's gonna fit in so perfectly over there. It's an unbelievable.
You're getting 50 to 60 high level stretch big man minutes out of Al Horford every year, but you got to time those out. And I think he'll be an excellent fit with this Warrior squad.
There's 16 game players what they're looking for. They don't give a shit about the regular season. Get to the playoffs and Al go. We're gonna play you 10 minutes a night in the playoffs. Go give us 10 fucking great minutes.
Well, getting to the playoffs is the issue.
I mean, the West is fucking loaded, but
yeah,
you're hoping Steph stays healthy this year. Jimmy's healthy this year. You got Kuminga back now. I mean, I doubt he's going to get off the fucking bench. I doubt.
Well, that's the thing.
Is
Kuminga going to end up the year as a Warrior? I don't think so. Well, maybe.
I mean, it's not a bad contract to trade. It's $24 million a year, something like that. And he's got a team option on the back half if the team wants to trade for him. If it doesn't work, they don't have to pay him the second year. So I mean, it's a great contract to trade. Maybe that's why Kuminga accepted it because he wanted a player option. He wanted 3 years The third year is a player option. And he settled for 2 years, with the second year being a team option. So that was kind of strange because the original deal was 3 years, 75 with a team option for the third year. And he said no. And he ends up with 2 years, 48 and a half, the team option on the second. So I don't know what the thought process was there. Maybe it was just,
That's what
take
makes
my
me think
money.
he's going to be out. Like it's like a hey, we'll sign you to this and move you.
Yeah, like, hey, we're gonna try and move you. But if they're gonna try and move him, that means that they're gonna have to play him to show what he is. Because I don't there's not a lot of teams in the league that are willing to trade for $24.5 million Jonathan Kuminga, who hasn't played really at all in the last 3 years because they just won't take him off the bench.
Well, I imagine he'll be starting on the second night back to backs.
Oh yeah, he will. I mean, if they give Jimmy and Steph the Al Horford treatment that we gave him last year, like
I mean, they should. They're the
Anthony
three
Melton and
guys.
Seth Curry are going to be playing a ton of minutes too, which is could be
They're also
detrimental.
old.
Yeah, they're also old.
Besides, I think Melton's in his 20s, but he's been
Anthony
around.
Melton always cooked the Celtics.
Everybody on that Warriors squad cooks the Celtics. Jimmy Butler, Steph Curry, D'Anthony Melton. Everything good?
Yeah, I don't know. The fucking my shit just shut down, but I'm still recording. We're good.
Does this make the Warriors? Does this?
I don't think it really changes their footing. Like I love Al. Al's great, but at the same time, like he's not swinging the West.
No, I don't think for a title, but I do think that they're legitimate. Like they'll be a 4 or 5 seed, or maybe a 6 seed, 6 to 4, somewhere in there in the West. Which is like if you're scraping in before they're scraping by past
Yeah,
few seasons. So
4 to 6 is a great spot to be in because you're not in the play-in.
and at that point, I mean, mid-season, you hope you can make a trade or land a splash for us. See if Laurie Markkinen's hanging around there or something. If he ever is available, which for whatever reason he's not. See if you can make a splash, and then you hope for like some sort of acts of God, like injuries or you never want to pray for an injury, but they're going to happen. So you just hope that the cards sort of break right for you.
You got to get to the
Um,
dance and then see what happens after that. Is basically what it is.
yeah, because you still got Steph Curry, and when you have that guy, he's like he can change the trajectory of a game. So,
It's
um,
crazy. All like the old superstars are all basically in the West. I mean, you got Steph, Jimmy, KD, LeBron, like Kyrie, AD, like all like the aging superstars are all in the West trying to load up for a playoff run. The East is all the young guys.
who's the oldest superstar in the East? Has to be Embiid, right?
Like Embiid or Giannis. Giannis is 31.
Oh yeah.
Embiid might be right around the same age. Did you see the Embiid fucking comments?
What'd he say?
The owner was talking about how like, oh, we had a great meeting with him, or no, with Giannis. Sorry, the owner was talking about they had a great meeting with Giannis, and Giannis is loving Milwaukee and raising his family here, and how great it is there, and how much like he loves the city and all that. And then one of the reporters asked Giannis about it, and Giannis was like, I don't recall that meeting
The meeting with the reporter.
with the owner that the owner was referencing. The owner went on to talk about some big meeting between Giannis and him about how much Giannis loved the city, and
Yeah.
Giannis was like, I don't remember that ever happening. Which is like,
I
it's
mean,
like I know that I know Giannis wants him to compete and wants him to do more, but like just saying that shit publicly like that doesn't help push them to get you more pieces. That just makes the morale of the fans go down. Basically, is all it's doing.
somebody's lying. I don't necessarily think it's the owner right off the rip.
I think it's Giannis is just being a dickhead
I,
to the owner.
I
Like
mean, the burden of proof, yes. I think it's like him being like, "Hey, I still might go. Like don't fuck around." I think it's a power. It's a power play. Giannis is trying to reclaim his, like the do what I say or I'm out. But what have his actions said?
he's gonna stay. Like he's not going.
Yeah,
And also, like you can make that power play not in the fucking media and not like fucking with the fans that way. You can make that power play and literally just call the owner and be like, "Hey, figure it the fuck out or I'm leaving." You don't have to do that at like media day one. Like before your season even starts, starting like a rift between you and ownership is like a bad, it's a dark cloud over the organization before the season even starts. which is it's going to be a tough one for the Bucks for the year because the Bucks are not going to compete this year either.
I don't think it was. I don't think any tension between the players and the ownership for the Bucks has happened this offseason. I think it's happened a few seasons ago.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if you're going to start the season off with bullshit before the season even starts, like, it's not like you went through like a rough patch and like you went through the trade deadline and they didn't do anything, and now you're going to say something in the media because you're pissed at ownership. Like, the season hasn't even started yet, and you're already saying shit. It's like, it's just not. Can you imagine like Tatum doing something like that, like before the
No,
season starts, because like they didn't get him enough help? Like, you'd be like, no, that's yeah, me and the owner, we're great friends. Like, yeah, me and Chisholm, we went out to Tony C's last night, and we had a great steak dinner, and I love the city, and like he would just be like, yeah, cool. But like, even if behind doors, he's like, yeah, give me a fucking number two. But
we're also in a bit of a different situation.
yeah,
So for me to say Tatum would never do that, I don't know, because Tatum's not an aging superstar on a team that's
I don't
bad.
think they would even. I think they could trade the entire team away and give them a G League roster. Day and be like, yeah, let's go to work. Like, okay,
Maybe, maybe
you
I
see that
would
as
love
his
to believe
personality.
that. Yeah,
I see that as his personality. I mean, at least maybe not. Maybe like he wouldn't be happy about it. Maybe he'd be making those calls behind closed doors. But I don't think that he would be doing it in the media, because doing it in the media is just shooting yourself in the foot for no reason, like cutting off your nose to spite your face.
just as a general rule, and I think it's for everybody, but like take what players say with a grain of salt.
Take what owners
Just
say with a grain of salt too. Take what all of them. You're talking. They're talking to the media. They want to look good. They either want to look good or they want to push an agenda. Like, always take what any of them say with a grain of salt. To be honest.
yeah, I mean, fair enough. I think it's just a lot more. You just see a lot more of the players being like, I want to stay in X city for the rest of my career, than be like, all right, well, he's playing for a different team than the next season's like,
I mean, to be fair, the players have the mic in front of their face a lot more than the owners do.
yes,
I don't
definitely.
think I've ever actually heard Bill Chisholm speak.
No,
We knew Wick
he
because Wick was around forever, and Wick was so involved in the
he was an
organization.
involved owner. Yeah,
But like, dude, like I've never heard like who's the new owner of the Mavericks? I've never heard them talk. Like, but Kyrie Irving's got a mic in front of his face after all 82 games.
you kind of don't want your owner to be too involved, though.
It depends. I mean, like Mark Cuban was really involved in like I thought that he
Yeah,
did a really good job running it. Wick was really involved. He did a good job running it. Matt
yeah,
Ishbia
but
is
like,
really involved, but Matt Ishbia is a
well,
fucking idiot. So it's
that's
like
the thick of
if
it.
your owner's good, you want him to be involved. If your owner sucks, just write the checks. Like, shut up, write the checks.
The Knicks owner.
Yeah, fucking Dolan.
Yeah,
It's like the opposite of fucking like when you if you tell a player to shut up and dribble, it's like, yo, that's wild disrespectful. Let them have a voice. But like our owners is like, no, shut up and cut checks. Like, we don't want to hear your voice. Like,
yeah. Listen, the fans just want good basketball. At the end of the day, it's not, guys. It's not that hard to please the fans. Just give
it's
them a good product.
entertainment. It's entertainment is what it is. Like, compete, entertain. Like, even if you're not going to compete, like Hornets games are fun to watch because LaMelo's going to do something stupid every fucking game. That's going to be fun to watch.
I don't even know if it's that fun to watch. I mean, LaMelo is as a player fun to watch, but
Yeah, I mean, look,
he
if he's not
it's
playing
getting a
that
little
night, I'm not
tiresome.
tuning in. If he's not playing that night, I'm not tuning into the Hornets. But like,
Yeah,
he's entertaining to watch. That's why I'm there for.
yeah. But even still, you're starting to see like guys like Zion, who when they've only it's just like they're fun to watch, but I don't know. Forget it. I lost my point.
I'm looking fucking shredded now.
Huh? Oh yeah,
He
yeah.
looks
I was
really good in those pictures.
yeah. He's yoked,
You
or
hear,
in a good way.
you see Teague fucking talking about how stupid that press conference was.
What? That he's not fat anymore?
He was talking in the press conference about how he changed. He feels so good. He hasn't felt this good since high school. And Teague's like, dude, that's the dumbest fucking press conference. Like, you're a professional athlete. You're paid to be in shape. And you're talking about you haven't felt this good since high school. Like, you have a $30 million a year contract. You can pay somebody to hang out at your house and cook for you. Like, it's not that hard. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
no.
I don't know. You're putting a lot of some of these guys were just gifted, like insanely gifted, and they just think they can roll out of bed and do it. And it's something that's been like
But it's not like it's
uh
been 1 or 2 years of Zion. Like, oh, like we don't know. Like, he thought he was too gifted. And he didn't have to work that hard. It's like he's going on year like 4 or 5 with like
6.
Yeah, like it's been 6 years of him being overweight and that causing injuries to his body and not like working on it. And it's like that's like your job.
Yeah. I mean, you're absolutely right. The smart thing is to get your ass in shape, but it just doesn't always happen for some of these guys for whatever reason.
It's fucking wild.
Um,
You give me a
like
30 million contract, I'm on the fucking treadmill every fucking day.
Charles Barkley's, story. Moses Malone, after grabbed him after a few years in the league, was like, "You got to get your ass in shape, dude." And he lost like 40 pounds over an offseason. The immediate MVP caliber guy, and so I don't know. I've never been that immensely talented. I'm barely good at what I do now.
The only thing I'm immensely talented at is like falling asleep when I'm not supposed to fall asleep. It's like I'm just so fucking good at that.
You have like chronic sleep issues, sleep apnea. You just need to go to bed earlier.
I fell asleep in the fucking IMAX theater at the fucking Museum of Science.
Nice. That's a
Me and my
nice
fucking nephew
quiet
did the
place.
same thing. Me and my nephew both for like the first like 5 or 10 minutes were up there looking at all the stars and everything, and then after that we were both asleep. And my nephew's 6 months old, so
Both snoring,
it was a
drooling,
problem
shitting
with
your
that.
pants.
Oh, fucking Paige elbowed me to wake me up because I was fucking snoring. Not great.
I just can't. My anxiety will never let me fall asleep in a public place. I have such a hard time. I have a hard
Wow.
time sleeping in general, but
I was up
just
at fucking 2 or 3 in the morning to go to work that day, so I was pretty fucking pooped by the time fucking 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon rolled around.
yeah. Speaking of pooped, the Sixers signed Quentin Grimes to a 1-year, $8.7 million deal.
That's what we
Um,
call a professional segue.
yeah. I mean, the Sixers are going to be poop. Guarantee it.
What do you think is going to be better this year, the Sixers or the Bucks?
Mm,
There's a there's a debate for you right there.
the Sixers team is a lot better than the Bucks.
The Sixers team is also a lot more injury prone than the Bucks.
Well, it's just a matter of which star is going to stay healthy. Like if Embiid plays 30 to 40 games this year, yeah, then the Bucks. But like,
What has Embiid done that's told you that he's going to play more than 30 or 40 games? Paul George is
fair,
already going to miss the beginning of the season.
fair point. But they still have guys like Grimes, like uh, Maxey, and oh my god,
Well, Jared McCain, but he's going to
yes,
miss fucking the first couple weeks of the season too.
that's fine. The East is crap. It's basically going to be which superstar plays longer.
Yeah, it's gonna be, hey, what's your record against the shit teams? Basically, like, is your superstar available against the good teams, and are you able to beat the shit teams when they sit because they're gonna be sitting?
I mean, let's just do that. Jared McCain,
All right,
Edgecombe, huh?
they have DJ Edgecombe too. Yeah, I mean, like the
Edgecombe,
guards and everything are so much better for the
but
Sixers, but
like
wait,
that
like
team right
Giannis,
there versus Giannis and legitimately just Kyle Kuzma. Like
Miles
I
Turner.
think this.
You guys
Oh
all love Miles Turner, but I think he's not that great. But
yeah,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like Giannis, you're gonna get 60 something games of like top 5 player in the league basketball. And I don't know if you're going to get 60 games combined between Paul George and Joel Embiid this year. That's where the gamble is because the Sixers team on paper, if they're healthy, so much better than the Bucks. But the big question with the Sixers every year since the process began in 2017, like
way before that.
when was Embiid draft? 2013?
Just yeah, around that time, right? 13, 14, 15.
Yeah, something like that. So yeah, like every year for that long for the last 10 years at least, it's been the Sixers going to be healthy, and every year it's no. So you're gambling either on the Sixers' health uh or Giannis going crazy like he has been. So they
Yeah,
could
I
easily
mean,
slot in at the 4-5.
it's a
The
good question. I think they're both fighting for the fucking 6 or 7 seed.
I think it's 6 or 7. I think it's like 4 or 5.
Yeah, I mean, they're not. None of these teams are better than the Cavs,
The
the
Knicks.
Hawks, the Knicks, the Magic,
So that's 4.
the Pistons.
You put the Pistons above both of them already?
Yeah. Yeah.
If Kate takes another leap too, for sure.
Well, they're getting Ivy back. They're
That's
bringing
true.
back the whole team minus Malik Beasley, um, and
It's
adding
just
Jade
the
Ivy. So
Malik, the Malik Beasley stuff's so hard to follow because it's like, all right, he's good, and then like the next week you find out like, no, like the FBI said he's good, but the NBA still fucking investigating him, and it's like, but they also replaced Malik Beasley with Duncan Robinson, so
yeah. So not really a huge
offensively the
loss.
production's going to be almost identical. It's just your defensively you gotta have to deal with that with Duncan Robinson on the court.
That's why you got Jalen Duran. Not Duran, who's a Red Sox. Quentin Grimes, we haven't even talked about the player. Uh,
All right, I just got a little
he,
excited there.
he's a good player.
He's a good player. I mean, he's gambling on himself taking the qualifying offer that he's going to get enough minutes to prove that he's a good player.
Well, you just said their whole team's injured, so when's he
He
not
like
getting the minutes?
that's what I'm saying. He's gambling on them being injured. Because he could have, I think he could have still gone to free agency and not signed the qualifying offer. But
I
I don't
think
know.
Grimes is like, if he's not starting, he's like the sixth man off the bench.
It's probably a first off the bench because what do you think your starting lineup's going to be? It's going to be Maxey, George.
I mean, yeah, unless you don't want to start the rookie.
Oh yeah, you have Maxey, McCann, George,
Maxi
and
McCann, George,
I don't know who the four man's going to be for them because I don't.
Grimes. I mean, he's small for
It's
that.
just four fucking
I
yeah.
don't know, but he'll
You're right.
get.
He'll at least be the first one off the bench for him if he's not starting. And there's going to be a lot of nights where they're going to be giving guys nights off, so you might end up
How's that team gonna look, man? You're just gonna have four guys who are ready to just get out and run, and then Joel Embiid lumbering up the court.
not even going to lumber up the court half the time. I bet
Oh man,
he'll be too
that's gonna
busy
be.
trying to get up off the ground because he falls down every other fucking play.
And yeah, and he's a black hole on offense at times. But yeah, I digress. Sixers are gonna be all right. They're gonna be all right. And Quentin Grimes is an I player, so good for them. Speaking of things that is just all right, the NBA partners with Amazon to show analytics and stats on the screen for while games are playing. And apparently there is a rumor that they're going to be able to partner with betting apps so you can track your bets on your screen while you're watching. There's a weird amount of backlash on this. People calling it degeneracy. Steve, you said it earlier.
I just
What do you
really like
think?
that word. I just really like the word degeneracy. That's a sick fucking word.
First of all, gamble. If you're gambling, gamble responsibly. That goes without saying. I never do more than my standard unit, which is just $10. I'm never up too big or down too little. So keep it responsible.
I never bet more than you can afford.
Yes. Don't. It's the game's unpredictable. You're literally betting on chances things happen. So don't. There's no such thing as a sure thing in sports. So don't bet like there is. Personally, I love it. Not to be a shill for DraftKings and
FanDuel.
FanDuel. Shout out to give us a sponsorship. But yeah, checking your phone every 5 minutes while you're watching the game is annoying, and I hate it. I hate it. So if there is something where I can like do a picture in a picture and just see how my bet's tracking while the game's going, I don't hate that. I do like the AI analytics and stuff like that. I find that interesting. That helps me make my bets, but um, I don't know. Kind of
I
a
was like for somebody that if somebody bets a lot and like wants to have fun betting like that, then like I get it. I think it's pretty cool. You can put it up on the screen, but I just think it's just it's kind of like it's almost too much. It's almost like two in your face. Like we already have an ad every 30 seconds for this, and there's already a fucking sponsor on the floor for it, and there's always like it's like if I got fucking kids and I'm trying to watch the game, and every other fucking ad is for fucking sports betting, and I got to be like, yeah, no, that's bad, but it's also not bad, but it's like kind of hard to explain. It's like what, like sports betting is not even legal in every state yet, so it's like he's just trying to the Silver's just trying to push more money into the owners' pockets, which is why the owners love him and he'll never fucking go away. But like when it comes to actually improving the league and the product that he's putting out there, he's like not really hasn't really done much. He's talking about putting teams in overseas. He's talking about we can. There's no reason why you couldn't fly to New York and then fly overseas and play in like this league that we're starting in fucking England, and they could play like 4 or 5 games over there and then come back. It's like why the fuck would the Lakers ever want to fucking do that? Like that's just gonna like fuck up their season. Like just off the travel. Like
I mean, before we jump into how bad of a Commissioner Silver has become, one, I do agree this doesn't improve the product. I don't think this will go towards approval ratings long term for him as a commissioner. But going back to what you initially said, what a boomer take by you. I don't want my kids seeing DraftKings and stuff. Like,
well, I don't mind them seeing it, but it's like every fucking 10 seconds do I need like another DraftKings ad? This replay is brought to you by FanDuel.
where's
Yes.
the same energy with like beer and alcohol commercials though?
Well, that's something that like, hey, I can be like, hey, you can't do that until you're old enough. But like this
You
betting
can't
shit,
gamble till you're old enough.
this betting shit, it's just getting crazy. I don't know. It's just getting to be too much. It's like everything is run off of gambling, and it's like I don't know. It's a wicked boomer take for me because I collect like Pokemon cards, which is basically just gambling. Like I'm gonna go buy a $5 pack and hope I pull a $350 fucking card out of it, which I never fucking do. So I'm this is this pot calling the kettle black, basically. But I don't know. It's just like, do we really? Is this like a thing that we need the leak? Like, is this something that you need to be focusing your attention on, or should you be focusing your attention on the product that's going on the court? Like,
That's a fair analysis, but the other one is just a bit your original point is a bit hypocritical to
it's
me.
very hypocritical. I'm just fucking a big dumb hypocrite, but that's the fun of
I
talking
will
it.
say
Then I never thought that much about it until we started talking about it. Really, I was just like, it just seemed like a greedy thing to do, which was kind of what was annoying about it. Because it's like we're getting shit All-Star games, we're getting shit. We got this in-season tournament that nobody gives a fuck about, and guys are getting hurt because the fucking courts suck so bad.
yeah.
Like, and you're not doing anything to help out. Like, you're making the fucking. You still got 5 games and 7 nights for these fucking guys, and you're wondering why your fucking best players in the world are getting hurt all the time. Like, there's so many other things that you could do to like make the league better, and you're just focusing on just fucking streamlining money into the fucking owners' pockets like they don't already have enough.
This is a fair point. Circling back to the initial thing, I do agree that the fucking commercials are annoying. They're so incessant and annoying. If I see another Kevin Hart, LeBron James ad, I'm gonna fucking pull whatever hair I have left out.
Where LeBron James is like fucking 3 words the entire time, and it's just
Yeah, he's just smiling.
fucking are yelling at him for fucking 45 seconds.
The commercials are just there's too much. But if I'm able to track my bets on the screen, I'm for that as a guy who gambles responsibly. But yeah, I agree 100% on your other point. Whereas Silver, like, dude, focus on digging yourself out of this PR nightmare you've dug yourself into. Like, do something that's good for the fans. Not, and I guess this is technically good for the fans, right? But
It's better for the owners.
something to
You didn't
improve
do
the
that.
product.
You didn't do this thinking about the fans. You did this thinking about the owners.
Yeah. 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 But I mean, I think both win here. Um, I mean, I don't know. Maybe
I can
unless you're
see it.
driving more gamblers to gamble. Anyhow, yeah. But the takeaway is that the commissioner should be spending his time doing something better for the on-court product rather than what's on your TV screen. Although get Doris Burke off my TV screen.
I don't
I'm
even.
okay with that.
That's like an ESPN thing.
Yeah, that's not even his. Yeah,
Also,
not
it's
much you
just
can
so
do.
fucking slimy that ESPN has their own sports betting app too. It's like you are like I know Fox Sports exists. And, like you can get your like sports analysis and all your sports news from them too, but like let's be real here. It's ESPN and then it's everybody else. And if I'm going to get my sports news and like all that from you, Like, what's telling me that you're not like going to skew this fucking story one way so that people will bet on it when it's really going to go the other way? Like,
Yeah.
it's weird. It seems real slimy, and I don't like it. I don't fuck with that
It does seem like they can have, like, a direct influence on
betting
how
line,
gambling markets play out, yeah.
and they're setting their own lines too. So,
Well, I do think that there's generally a standard that all of them set their own lines, but it's just there's a general consensus.
but like a plus 100 here, a minus 100 there, nobody's gonna look twice at that. But if you're skewing the lines, if you're skewing the stories one way, and you're skewing the line the other way,
Or withholding information, God forbid.
yeah. So that's where it's like even like a minus 100, and then a bunch of people lose on that. That's an extra couple $100 in their pocket, a couple $100,000 in their pocket, probably because somebody bet that way based off of what they were given. So I don't know. I just think I don't know. That's just once again pot calling the kettle black to be yelling about gambling when Pokemon's doing the same fucking thing to my pockets right now.
Yes, sir. But speaking of backlash and boomer takes, WNBA commissioner backlash, Steve, lead us in on this one because I'm a little bit fresh to the details.
Yeah, Nafisa Collier. I'm not sure how to pronounce her last name. Second in MVP voting this year. Minnesota Lynx just got eliminated from the playoffs. Had a statement that she had written out. It was about a 4 minute long statement talking about how she met with the commissioner and they've all met multiple times and talked about problems with the league and trying to figure out like, hey, this officiating is terrible. Like, both even the winning coaches are saying that the officiating isn't great. And the commissioner says, oh, well, only the losers complain about the refs, which is just like a wild thing to say for a commissioner. It's like that's like a old mill owner like yelling at his workers that can't afford to go anywhere else. She also said that Nafishi Collier was talking about why are our young players getting paid so little? Like when they're pushing so much revenue between like Paige Beckers, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and like how are we working on getting these players more money? And she said, "Oh well, Caitlin Clark should be lucky she has a WNBA. That's why she got all of her endorsement deals." When in reality, she signed all of her endorsement deals the second she left college before she even touched the WNBA. Like she was getting those endorsement deals regardless.
She's probably
And
getting them
also,
in college.
yeah, and also like all these players are also going overseas to play because they're getting paid so little in the WNBA. Like that's how Brittany Griner ended up getting arrested in Russia because she was going there to make more money. Which is wild that Russia's paying their women's basketball players more than the United States, who's supposed to be like one of the forefronts for women's rights and sports in general. And the commissioner was basically like, "Oh, well, the players should be thankful for the WNBA. Like, without us, like, you guys wouldn't have anything." And like, basically acting like the WNBA survives and gets by in spite of the players instead of because of the players. And the commissioner came out with a statement and basically didn't deny anything. It's like, oh, it's a difference of opinion and this, that. They never said that she didn't say any of those things, which is another wild take to have.
Hmm. So
It was
you're
just
anti-commish.
I was like, I was just like looking at like the silver commissioner shit that we talk about, and it's like, oh, at least she's not fucking her. Like, Jesus Christ, like, what the fuck are those statements? Like, they should be on their knees thanking me for giving them this TV deal that gets us this money. Like, what kind of like evil fucking Disney character fucking shit is that? Like,
I mean, I just not to be a cape or to cape for the commissioners of the leagues, but like it is a fucking awful job. You have to appease 30 billionaires, or whatever, however many rich people, and you have to get them all in line and make sure that they're all above board and are you can make sure that they want to engage and change and you know do all that. You're always going to be pissing somebody off as a commissioner, whether it be the players, the fans, the owners, God forbid. The owners are the ones who hire you, so you can't really piss them off. So if we're going to be on the commissioner, and we should also be on the owners.
yeah,
Um, like pay your players. what they should be earning, and it's obviously not what they're getting paid.
For sure. But I mean, like these comments coming from the commissioner straight up is wild. And like,
But what is she gonna say? Yeah, you're right.
yeah, hey, we're gonna work on it. Hey, these are the steps we're gonna take to like, hey, this is what we're working on to help like the younger players get paid more so that they can make more money.
But that's
Like
not her
just
choice.
well, you could say that at least like be like political and say, hey, we're gonna work on it. Don't just be like, yeah, well, they should be like on their knees thanking us because of us, like because without us, you're not getting paid. It's like, well, that's not even true. They're going overseas and making more. And you're just straight up lying about people getting endorsements because of the WNBA when they had them before they even got there. Like the officiating problem and saying that only losers complain about the refs when in reality it's both sides complain about the refs every night in the WNBA because they're just so fucking awful.
They also do it in the NBA though.
Yeah, but like at least like you have refs in the NBA that you're like, all right, like he's fine. Like he's not gonna take over the game. I mean, you have your Scott Fosters who are
Yeah,
like, fuck him, but like most of the officials in the NBA are like whatever. Like they're there. They're not like it's not about them. But the WNBA, it's a lot of like players getting tossed like almost every game, and like they don't make like you watch a player get elbowed in the face, and they don't even make a call. They're standing right there watching it because like they're just inept or they just think the game's about them or it's terrible the officiating in the WNBA. It makes the NBA officials look like saints. Like if Scott Foster was reffing a WNBA game, they would think he was the greatest thing since sliced bread. Basically, it's how bad it is over there.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that sounds like they need to get more competent refs. I don't know how they do that, but it sounds like there's a competency issue there. Um,
It's something that like I just thought it was very interesting because it was a very strong statement by Nafisa Collier. If you haven't seen it, it's like it's all over Twitter. You can find a 4 minute video of her just talking about it, and it's jarring to hear the things that she's saying about it.
do you think that this will come to a head? Because there's just been this constant like negative feedback or player feedback all this season, the season before that from the players. Like, do you think there is a possible resolution on the horizon? Like, I don't know. Like
I
I
don't
said
know.
before, I don't know what the commissioner can do. It's really the owners who are making the calls, but you know,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think they striked. I think they went on strike last year. I believe for more money,
Mm,
but I can't remember. If they didn't strike last year, they're going to strike as soon as the CBA is up, basically for more
interesting.
money. Because
But
their deal is also shit in their CBA. They have to blame themselves a little bit for that too. Because the NBA is, uh, I think it's 51% goes to the owners, 49%. No, 49% goes to the owners, 51% goes to the players for all the revenue for the entire league. So I think that WNBA is like 75-25 owners or something like that. Like they legally like their cap is like so crazy low because they don't have to pay anybody. And it's like the league is starting to boom. Like you have teams that are fun to watch. You have games that are fun to watch. And
yeah, you have appointment night television sometimes, depending on the
yeah,
matchup. Like,
I mean, like next year when Caitlin Clark is going against Paige Beckers, that's going to be a huge game. Asia Wilson versus Nafisa Collier next year. That's going to be huge. MVP winner versus a runner up. Like those are going to be really big games and fun to watch. And the playoffs have been fun to watch when I've watched them. When I've been able to catch some of it. So like they got to get a better CBA so they can get paid more.
yeah,
But like you also just can't have your commissioner just like basically spitting in your face when you come to him with problems. Like it's not like she like the thing is like it's not Nafisa didn't go to her one time and then oh it didn't work so I'm gonna make this statement like it, all of the players have been going to her, all of the coaches have been going to her for years and nothing has changed. So like this is like their way of like putting out in the public like what's going on behind closed doors.
hmm
Like what Giannis did with his ownership basically, but on a much larger scale. Like it's so bad that like even like the Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark fans are getting together and like being like fuck this commissioner. Like the
so
Bloods
much
and the Crips
drama.
tying the bandanas together in that one picture.
So much drama in men's and women's basketball associations.
The commissioners, they're all in bed together.
Seeing Silva climb into bed would be hot.
It would take about fucking 40 minutes to watch fucking lights.
Ooh, Slender Man. Speaking of hot, the Patriots dominate the Panthers 42-13. Shout out to the Pats. Good way to get back on track. Drake May just dealing. The Panthers are terrible. Steve, you watched the game? You're the biggest NFL fan here, so.
I mean, look, I was actually going to watch this game, but the Ryder Cup was going on, so I was kind of more tuned into that.
True, and it was it was almost an epic comeback.
It was almost a Patriots level comeback. They were close. They were really
They were
close.
down 28-3. That's for damn sure.
Jesus Christ, dude. Like, play better on fucking Friday and Saturday so you don't have to fucking make this kind of a comeback on Sunday. Holy shit, fucking Scheffler, win a couple fucking matches for me, would you? He's only won one match in his entire Ryder Cup career. It's fucking wild.
It's because we sold our souls, specifically the American golfers sold our souls politically.
Some of them did, for sure.
Bad karma, dude. It's bad karma.
At least one or two of them in there that did.
Oh, but, one or two?
Well, that I know of, like, off the top of my head, that are, like, out there with it. Like, I'm sure there's more than that behind scenes, but the ones that are out there with it, like, there's one or two.
Yeah, and considering the guy was there, and I'm telling you, man, whatever side of politics you're on, karma, I don't care. Karma always comes back to get you.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think Bryson's just a fucking big Trumpy because he's a stupid fucking Christian. I think that's 90% of what it is. I don't think that he's actually.
Yeah, but it's not just the golfers. It's the fucking crowd. You know, like throwing shit at Rory McIlroy's wife. Like it's.
Oh, I saw that video. Somebody actually knocked that fucking cup out of that person's hand. Like somebody found a video from the crowd.
Oh.
And somebody was like cheering, and somebody just knocked the fucking cup out of the guy's hand, and it went towards her.
But either way, they were like getting in people's like. McIlroy had to yell at the crowd
Saturday, and Rory was telling him to shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, yeah.
But like the Sunday crowd was a little bit more subdued, and like the police there. I don't really like having a police presence, but when a crowd's that big and that drunk, like you kind of.
What they say, Chuck? A police presence.
But basically, they did a good job of subduing the crowd. The crowd kind of fell into place. Like it was good chanting, it was good chirping, but it wasn't over the top on Sunday, which was good to see.
Yeah.
And
now the Pats.
That ass fucking move by Rory to tell that guy to shut the fuck up, and then he goes and puts it to like 6 feet from like 180 out in the rough. It's like, dude, we want to talk about some fucking big old nuts on you.
He's Irish now. Probably nothing big down there.
Shout out to the Pats. They played good, apparently. I have their defense and special teams in fantasy, and they keep scoring me fucking points, which is pretty sweet.
Special teams unit is a weapon, dude. We're like maybe the best, we're like top 5 special teams in the NFL. The way we keep returning kicks. Marcus Jones is a fucking problem.
He almost had fucking 2. He got tripped up on the fucking second one by the kicker. I was fucking pissed.
Punter tripped him up with like an arm tackle, and he was like kicking himself.
That would have been so nice.
Didn't matter. I mean, 42-13. We wiped our ass with the Panthers. So you know.
Still got that little fella fucking for quarterback.
For what?
The quarterback. Didn't they have like a real short little guy for quarterback for a while?
I mean, they have Bryce Young. I guess he is for the position relatively short. But he's no Kyler Murray out there.
Yeah, he looks like a toddler.
He's the fastest toddler you've ever seen, dude. He runs like a fast baby.
It's so fucking crazy watching that guy run. I was like, dude, you're gonna die. Like, please just slide. You're gonna die.
He's moving though. He covers ground quick for a guy whose legs are like 2 inches off the ground.
He's got it, dude. It's self-preservation.
That motherfucker is skedaddling. I lost in fantasy. My whole team died this week. No CD Lamb, no Jalen Warren. Benson, the guy I traded for from you, is now on the IR for the rest of the season, basically. Like, I'm toast. I almost, I mean, I lost by 10 points, and it was 149 to 139 or something like that. So I
Jesus
put up
Christ,
a
you're talking
fight,
about
but it
half
didn't
your team
matter.
fucking dying at 139 points. I haven't scored over 120, I don't think, all year.
Well, I got the secret weapon, dude. I got Brandon Aubrey, who's like liable to get you 20 points as a kicker, and then I got the number one tight end in the game, and statistically right now, and ASAP Ferg,
See, I thought I was a
Jacob
fucking
Ferguson.
genius picking the kicker for the fucking Ravens. So I was like, oh, Lamar Jackson's either going to get a lot of touchdowns, he's going to get a lot of extra points, or like he's going to be really close a lot. They're going to kick a lot of field goals, but
I
it's
mean,
not
they
working.
scored a lot of points.
Yeah, he has not been as good as your kicker, I'm assuming.
No, Brandon Aubrey's like he's like a secret weapon in the league. Like he's 60 yarders, no problem.
Really, is that
Um,
he's like Jankowski basically?
I mean, he's kicking them longer than Janikowski. I mean, Janikowski could kick 60 yards, but this guy does it on like at a regular clip. Um, Shut up, Brandon Aubrey. I was going to say you're a huge Justin Tucker fan. No, it's
Yeah, look,
Tyler
I'm not as
Loop,
big a Justin Tucker fan as you are the fucking kicker for the Chiefs. So
Harrison Bucker.
yeah, you're a
Listen,
big
it's not
Harrison
a
Butker
crime to
guy.
tell women to get back in the kitchen. It's a crime to sexually assault people, though.
They're
Nah, fuck
both
both of
fucking
those
terrible
guys.
people in their own ways.
Yeah, fuck both those dudes. Um, yeah, you lost.
Well, I won.
Oh, you won. Who did you play?
Andrew Moles
Oh, shout out Drewby. Yeah, I mean,
just barely squeaked it out. Tyreek Hill got hurt, I think, in his game, and he
oh,
ended up
he's
with like
he's like done forever,
two
dude.
free
Do you see his
points.
injury?
I didn't watch it, but I heard about it, and boy, am I happy to hear about it.
Oh, it was like he
It was like,
dislocated his knee with ligament damage, but so like when it happened, he like was rolling up on the ground and like his knee snapped, right? But his foot snapped and he couldn't move it because the
his
ligaments in the knee
leg
were
was just like
torn.
sticking the wrong fucking way, and it was stuck that way.
It was like it's like this, like it was like bent in, fucked up.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
Um,
Couldn't
so
happen to a better person. I love that.
yeah, I mean if you drafted him, that sucks, but
I did
like I
not.
said before, karma comes around for everybody.
It's fucking beautiful. I love to see it.
My karmic retribution for why my fantasy team sucks is that I drafted all Cowboys.
Like, Jerry went away, and he got me fucking like 30 points. So that was pretty sweet.
True, I traded the one Cowboy I shouldn't have traded.
Did Chase Brown do good for you, or whatever the fucking
No,
guy's name was that I traded?
no.
The running
Well,
back.
he didn't do bad. He had like I think he had like 11 points or something. But
It's the most fucking points to put up all fucking year.
yeah, man, I'm in trouble.
How do running backs get points? By yardage? Is it like 0.1 points per yard or something like that?
Yardage, obviously touchdowns, receptions.
Oh, you get the point per reception. Yeah.
Yeah. Um. So
Now, you think I should start David Njoku or Darren Waller? Because the Browns are not going to play Flacco anymore, so I feel like a rookie's going to be thrown to his tight end a lot. But also
that's
Tyreek
actually
Hill,
a good piece of analysis right there.
but Tyreek Hill is hurt, so they have one less weapon to throw to. So, and Darren Waller
Well,
also had 2 touchdowns this week. So,
he was like retired though.
yeah,
Like
he's
he was
33. I
on
didn't
the
realize how fucking old he was. I just picked him because I knew his name. I was like, well, I don't know why I know this name, but I picked him. And turns out I only know him because he was married to Kelsey Plum, who's much better at her fucking job than he is at his.
wow. Waller was a top
I mean,
three tight end in the league for like 3 years.
Kelsey Plum's like a top 10 player in the league, not a tight end, like a top 10 player in the league for a couple of years.
Fair enough. But
One of these people ended up in Happy Gilmore 2 and the other one didn't. So,
I haven't seen it. You tell me
she,
Darren Waller's in Happy Gilmore too?
no, no, Kelsey Plum is. She's just randomly a fucking, she's like runs the pro shop just for no fucking reason. Like he just walks up like, hey, can I get a tea time? And she's like, yeah, just take that fucking card over there.
I think you're in an interesting spot now. The Browns do have Fannin, who can split downs with Njoku. Waller, he's like I said, he's old, washed, whatever you want to call it, but he is now like the number 2 receiver in that.
And he has Tua throwing
Offense,
to
it's
him.
pretty bad. Huh?
He has Tua throwing to him. Like, whatever fucking two brain cells that guy's got left who forgot that Cam Newton was an MVP of the league and said that, hey, you can't really fucking, it's really easy to fucking say I should have done something if you've never done it before. How many times have you got bonked in the head, dude?
He's been bonked one too many times, dude. He gets
Drake,
bonked
they did the
rough.
fucking Cam Newton celebration in Carolina, which was great.
That was sick. That was sick because he was in New England, but he was playing the Panthers and he went to UNC. So obviously there's like there's multiple legs of connection there.
Multi-layered.
Either way, sick. All time silly by Cam. But yeah, I think my recommendation for you is to get a new tight end, get a good tight end. I don't know what to tell
We
you. Like,
talked about there's like 2 or 3 good ones in the entire league, right?
no, I mean it's not injured. No, I mean you got Bowers, Laporta, Andrews, Kittle when he comes back. My guy ASAP Jacob Ferguson.
Well, yeah, how much is that gonna like affect me winning week to week, like one tight end? Because it's not like having like the best tight end in the league is not gonna be as good as having like the best running back in the league.
Well, fair enough, but like the high end tight ends can win you a week. But the thing with the tight end position is that you won't notice a good tight end for much of the season, except for when he does really poorly. Like, so it's better. The floor it's high floor, low ceiling type of player. And if you're barely meeting the floor, that's tough.
Yeah, that's the problem I'm having with David Njoku. He's only getting me like 6-7 points a fucking week.
I will say I do have 2 tight ends in the top 10. Like I have Zach Ertz, who's the top 10 tight end of football.
I almost picked him too. I was so close to picking him.
I'm willing to trade.
Look, I will give you Darren Waller.
No, I don't want another tight end. I need a running back.
I'll give you Trevor Lawrence. He runs sometimes.
Listen, you won the first trade we gave you. Why not run it back? Fuck it.
Because I don't trust myself to win the second one. The only reason why I won the first one was because one of the guys got fucking hurt.
I'll give him to you on the cheap. That's how desperate I am for like a running back. I'll take somebody who's in a timeshare. Like
maybe you're Andre Stevenson back.
Maybe.
Andre just take the vacation to fuck my team for a week.
It's so fucking annoying because he led the team in fucking running back snaps last week. The guy who fumbled twice and cost you the game the week before. And then when we were in the red zone a lot, I think he got 1 red zone series all game. Like it was like the most clear punishment, even though Vrabel said it wasn't a punishment I've ever seen. Like, listen, you're gonna be the workhorse for 90% of the game, but you ain't getting that into the pay dirt. So maybe either way, Trevion Henderson got his touchdown. He popped this week. That was sweet.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have him on your team, so that's good.
Yeah. Yeah. And Antonio Gibson's just floating out there, so maybe I'll pick him up. He scored 2 tutties last week.
Guys that popped off last week.
Huh?
So there were some weird guys that popped off last week. Like Darren Waller should never have 2 touchdowns at 33 years old.
Well, no, considering he was legitimately out of the league a year ago. So yeah. But moving on to something way more important than September, October football is October baseball, because our Red Sox are in there like swimwear, facing the Yanks in the wild card round.
Playing right
yesterday. Playing right now. Game's tied 2-2, bottom of the 4th. So we got to wrap this up so I can go watch the rest of that. But we snuck one against the Yankees in game 1. Garrett Crochet pitched his goddamn ass off. Great baseball game just all around. I mean, back and forth. You had Chapman almost blow it, jam the bases up, and then dig himself out of it.
To load the bases with no fucking outs in the bottom of the 9th inning, up 2. And
it's like almost unheard of.
It's not like the Yankees got a bunch of fucking slobs at the plate either. They got a bunch of studs, and you found a way out of that. That was
yeah. I mean, he went against Judge. Like the bases, I think there was 2 men on, and Judge was coming up in the bottom of the 9th, and it's like, oh no, like this game might be over here. Like, and he did get on base. He blooped a little single. It didn't amount to anything though. So, um, the fucking team of destiny Red Sox keep on chugging.
Shout out to Judge's noodle arm letting was it Sogard get a fucking double?
Yep, and that ended up being a huge play in the game.
Yeah, because both those guys ended up scoring, right?
So, yeah, Sogard, yeah, he
Off of
and then Massa,
Massa the single to score both of them.
yeah.
Nice.
Well, to score Sogard, then yeah, yeah,
So that was
you got it
second and
right.
third when he hit that double, or he hit that double to get it the second and third.
Oh,
Sedano Raffaello with a fucking 11 pitch walk too. Talk about
yeah,
fucking dude. That's a net bat right there.
yeah. It was back and forth. It was a hell of a game to watch. I was surprised my post wasn't like skyrocketing like Jacob's. Jacob was on he was on the
Oh,
text
high.
chain, hyped. Yeah. Uh,
That's they really did a
Crochet.
job fucking grinding Max Fried out too. Like they grind a
Mhm.
lot of extra pitches out of that guy, so they made him pull him early, which I thought was great to give the bullpen. And was it the seventh inning? I think they got to their bull. They started pulling guys out of their bullpen.
Yeah. Crochet had Jesus Christ, I just had his stats. Okay, he pitched 7.2 innings. You allowed 4 hits, 1 earned run, and 11 strikeouts.
Yeah,
Just
he had the Volpe fucking home run, and then I think it was like 15 or 16 straight batters after that. He retired without
yep.
even getting on base.
And I think he threw over 115 pitches. Like he
113, I think it was like his career high for pitches thrown was 100. That was it.
and the last pitch was the hardest pitch he's thrown all year.
1.2 miles an hour on the fucking corner to fucking strike a guy out. Look,
Yeah, like he was on. That's like a pitcher who's so locked in. We haven't seen that in a while. Like maybe Prime Lester was the last time we've seen that. He was so locked in. Maybe even Pedro. Like that guy was a problem last night. And the bats did their job. Bregman, Story, Massa, all Sogard, Rome, all these people. All people you look at the two teams and you're like, these are not the Yankees are sweep, they're not gonna lose a game. But for whatever reason, we just got the juice. And you had Ryan Bayo going tonight, who dominates in Yankee Stadium. Uh, so we might be advancing after tonight. Now it's a 2-game series. You win one and you advance. So, um, yeah, keep this team just rolling on. It's fun. It's a fun product. October baseball is a fun product. I know it's 162 games leading up to it. Every game mattered, especially as a Red Sox fan. Every game mattered. But it's just so long. But this is where you start to see the team. This is where it gets fun.
being 162 games, I understand the pitch clock and all that, but I think that they should get rid of it for the playoffs. I just like having that moment breathe and like having like the anticipation, the suspense between every pitch because every pitch in postseason baseball could be life or death. Like that's the beauty of postseason baseball. Like you can throw one wrong pitch, it's out of the fucking park, and your season could be over. So I just
Okay,
suspense of it.
counterpoint. That game could have been 5 hours long
That's fine with me.
if
It's
that was the
postseason
case.
baseball. Postseason baseball, I don't think that they should really give a shit about that. 162 games of the regular season, I get it. Like you need to have people tuning in to make money, and like people aren't going to tune in for a 5 hour game that fucking first pitch is at 1:30 in the afternoon on a fucking Tuesday. Like nobody's going to tune in for that. But like postseason baseball, that was the beauty of it. Like I like hearing the stories that like the fucking color guys are going to give you between, and like explain to me why Crochet's throwing the cutter at this time instead of fucking throwing a fastball up and in. Like, but he's got 9 seconds to try and explain that to me. It's like I'm not getting what I want out of this product.
Well, if you notice, it was like there was a lot of dead air on the broadcast just because of the. I think it's exactly what you're saying. You can't fit in a piece of analysis like that and explain it to the listener or go into a story because you need to be in the moment for the call because, like you said, every pitch is live or die. So yeah, it was a lot of dead air on the broadcast, and it was noticeable. So I don't necessarily disagree with you, but I don't know if it's gonna matter, because I don't think they're going back.
No, they're never gonna go back. I mean, this is what it is. And like there's not like a way that you can change all the rules for the
It
playoff.
would just be really weird to have these guys so lathered and like on a clock for legitimately 162 games just to have what 16 of them where it's just like you could go
Yeah.
forever.
I mean, the fucking guys don't even understand the rules now. Never mind if you're gonna change them. I mean, Chapman fucking threw to first base 3 times and advanced a runner in the fucking 8th inning. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, even I knew not to fucking do that, and I haven't watched a single fucking game all year.
I think that was tactical. I'm trying to remember why though. It
Why?
doesn't really.
It was only fucking 2 outs, and you're up by 1 run at the time, I think.
But I think he was being bothered by, was it Volpe who was on base? He was being bothered by the guy on base
The guy was
first because
jumping around doing this, that, and
he's
the
lefty
third.
looking at him. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, you still can't give up a base. Like in the 8th inning, up 1, like you can't just give up a base because now a single to right can score him.
Well, it's also like everybody knows you just checked him twice, so he's going on the pitch no matter what. The batter was smart enough not to go, but that is like the typical base running analysis. Like, all right, he threw over twice, so like you can't do it again, otherwise you're gonna walk. But I was thinking, what happens if you do get him out on the third time?
It doesn't even
Is
count. As soon as you throw it over there, it's an automatic base. It doesn't matter if you get him or not.
Oh, for real? Huh.
Yeah, the guy can just start jogging to fucking second base when you throw it. Now I don't know what the rules are if
I stand corrected.
he like throws it to fucking to home and then the catcher tries to throw him out at first. You know, sometimes you try and sneak it out at first that way, like when the guy's not paying attention. I don't know what the rules are for that, but I don't know. It was just I get what you're saying. Like it could be tactical, but if it was tactical, I think it was a stupid fucking tactic. How about
Well,
that?
that's not no, but the thing entirely depends on like, well, if on the third time you don't get him, or you do get him, he's out. Like that's what it depends on. But obviously, if it's just an auto base, then stupid play. But yeah, Sox, kid.
Shout out to the fucking Sox.
Everybody loves the Sox. October baseball's back in Boston, and we are going nuts for it. So shout out to cousin Joe, your opponent this week. He's in Yankee Stadium currently, rooting on
Fuck,
boys
it's
in
in
red.
New York and he's all the way out there.
Well, he goes to UMass Amherst, so he's like halfway there. Anyways,
To New York City?
yes,
You go south to go to New York City. You don't go fucking west.
you do go west.
You
The city
go
is southwest of
southwest.
Boston.
You don't go fucking west and down. You're such a fucking.
Look up the time difference right now, you fuckface. I swear I'm right. Well, first of all, I didn't even say this. He said it, not me.
Well, you're the one fucking regurgitating bad information, then, which is even worse.
I don't think it's bad
You had the
information.
option
I
to
think
look
it's
it up.
right. I think it's right. New York is very close to UMass Amherst, Massachusetts, out west.
All right, it's 3.5 hours from here.
Yep. You better hope it's 3.5 hours from there.
It's
Dead air.
3 hours.
Dead air. So you shaved a half. So well, not a halfway there, but he's 30 minutes closer.
Halfway, UMass Amherst is halfway to fucking New York. It's halfway to Albany. Like it's not halfway to New York City. It's halfway to the capital of New York, which is the dumbest fucking capital.
No, it's closer than halfway to. It's closer than halfway to New York. It's like New York's like legitimately the next town over.
No, he's on the. I'm saying he's halfway to Albany. He's not. He's
yeah.
Fucking, you can hit a
New
golf
York State. I meant
in fucking New York State.
Yeah.
Shout out to Amherst. Best fucking pizza I've ever had is that one place up there.
Best pizza you've ever had is a college pizza?
There's a pizza place like Antonio's or Anthony's, I think. Ask fucking Jacob next time we're on because he went to Amherst. He'll know the place I'm talking about. It's like
Brother, go grab a slice of Papagino's. That's way better than pizza.
I have Papagino's pizza, underrated pizza. Like
it's so good.
It's really
it's
fucking
so
good. I got to figure out what
Papagino's
Papagino's around me because I kind of really want some Papagino's pizza. I almost got Domino's yesterday because I was in the mood for pizza.
I'm telling you, there's one on Route 1, like by Saugus.
There is. I know exactly where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right over by like the KFC Taco Bell fucking combined fucking place.
honestly, after our golf the other day, I was like, I'm kind of hungry, but I was like, I should just save money and not eat. But I saw Papa Gino's and I was like, ooh, do I go in for a pizza pie? I didn't,
Uh,
but
I went back fucking today and played by myself, and my fucking was the worst golf
sick,
I've played in so
sick
long.
invite, dude. You know what I was doing? Fucking farting around, bro.
It was like a last second thing. I was like, I feel like going golfing, and it's like 10 minutes for me to get there.
No, it's okay. You just don't want me to embarrass you. It's fine. We won't. We
Yeah.
the people, our listeners, don't have to hear how much I.
Would you like me to repeat the score of my last time and how many strokes I beat you by?
No, no, I wouldn't. That wouldn't be cool. Um, but yeah,
Welcome to the
yeah.
fucking the bogey report over here.
The bunker report. Um, Speaking of not cool, Midsommar, 2019, Ari Aster film. Midsommar is a 2019 folk horror film written and directed by Ari Aster. It stars Florence Pugh and Jack Rayner as an American couple who are drawn to a violent cult in rural Sweden. The supporting cast is comprised of William Jackson Harper, Wilhelm Blomgren, Elora Torchia, Archie, geez, sorry if I jumble this, Medique, and Will Poulter. Um, it has an 83% on Rotten Tomatoes. Steve, what'd you think?
I really like that movie. I thought that was like one of the most beautiful movies I've ever watched, to be honest. I don't think I'll ever watch it again. It's a little bit slow for a rewatch.
It's a tough watch.
I get like there were some parts that were like, oh, but like I thought it was
It's
like
not
one
a
of,
fun movie.
yeah, it's not a fun movie. It made you feel a little bit uneasy the whole time, but like
Yeah.
if you take away like this is just gonna sound like the dumbest fucking take ever, but it's me, so that's just fucking what it is. If you take away like all of like the murders and everything like that, and like all the death, and you just look at it from like a purely philosophical standpoint, like her killing off basically her whole past and leaving all of that behind and finding peace in Sweden and finding like what was the Swedish fucking student's name that they were with?
Pele.
Ollie? Pele? Yeah, and he said finding some place that you feel like held. And she finally felt that, and she finally felt free of her anxieties and like all of the problems that she had, and she finally felt like she killed off all of that of her past and moving forward for her future. Like it's a beautiful like allegory to that, but it's also just surrounded by like, hey, this guy's strung up in the fucking chicken coop and his lungs are pulled out of his back so he looks like a fucking bird. And they
Well, they
got
call that the Valkyrie or whatever.
huh?
That's like an ancient Nordic torture technique. I think
Is
it's
it?
called like the flaming Valkyrie or something. Yeah, they pull your lungs out from the back of you and keep you alive. I think they light you on fire too.
They lit him on fire at the end.
Well, yeah.
I
Spoiler
thought
alert.
that I thought he was already dead. He was already dead at that point, right? And the guy
No,
was
he was.
moving because he was on acid, so he was on shrooms and he was hallucinating. Is that why they were moving, or
I don't think he was on shrooms at the time. Maybe I meant because there
oh,
is a lot of.
he was all fucked up at the time because that was right after he had sex with the lady that was trying to court him the whole time.
Yeah, Pele's sister.
Yeah, so he was all they gave him the fucking the mega dose when he was at the
Well, it
dinner.
was like it was a drink.
Yeah, and they like mega dosed him because like he was tripping hard. And he was like struggling.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
then
I
can you
mean,
imagine
imagine keeping
tripping
it up
that
in that
hard?
situation.
You're tripping that hard, and you look over to your left, and you see like a foot coming out of the fucking the
The
garden.
ground. Yeah.
Then you run into the chicken coop, and there's a dude just hanging there, and you see lungs moving in front of you. Like
I think the guy was alive.
you think he was?
Yeah, because of the thing I said. It's like a Nordic. It's like a real thing that happened to somebody. Also, maybe, but it's fucked up either way. You know, like no. But yeah, I mean, there's so much to talk about with this film. It's Ari Aster really stretched his toes and he really stretched out on this one with his filmography choices. Beautiful film. I mean, the location is gorgeous. Shot all during the daytime because that's kind of like the thing. It's the Midsummer Festival. It's 90% of the time is daylight, so there's nowhere really to hide in terms of nighttime shots. but huge bursts of color. Obviously the flowers, real sterile, like Swedish, Nordic cult, whatever you want to call them, commune, with like muted colors, but and then like the vibrancy of the sunlight and the green is just really a nice color palette, like a real springy color palette. Um, and yeah, like the big paintings that are dispersed throughout the film. The film opens up with a big like stele painting, whatever you want to call it, of basic. It shows how the movie's going to play out. Now you don't know that upon your first watch because it's like a lot of symbolism and shit, but it is basically the story as it goes. Um, and yeah, you see things like that, runes and portraits portrayed in paintings on the walls, and it's just really, really well done. Um, but yeah, it is an uneasy film. It starts off with the tragedy, and Florence Pugh really does portray the tragic events. Like she shows grief. The only time I think I've seen it better on screen is also in the Ari Aster film Hereditary, and that's when with um, Francis, is it Francis McDermott? No, Jesus, whatever the mom in Hereditary's name is, I forget her name. It's slipping my mind, but she was fantastic in that and displaying the grief. Um, and it's the soundtracks blaring with like the uneasy noise, like the string orchestra. Uh, but yeah, it's not a fun watch. It's scary. It's unsettling. It's about grief. It's about toxic relationships and toxic masculinity.
Tony Collette is the mother's name.
Toni Collette, that's right. I'm sorry. She's one of my favorite
Unbelievable
actresses
actress.
out there. Yeah.
Unbelievable actress.
So was Florence Pugh. Pugh really stepped onto the scene, I think, with this film. In terms of taking these elevated roles and being maybe Hollywood's best actor under 40. Like, I think she's fantastic. In this and in a lot of things. But yeah, people don't like it as much as Hereditary. Hereditary is a lot more traditional of a horror film. This is more of a it's the cult horror film type stuff. It's Scandinavian. It's weird.
Yeah, it's not as like jumpy. It's not as scary monster, things on fire, excitement kind of horror film. It's more of a brooding, slow rolling,
Uncomfy
you're
feeling.
you're at the fucking cult before you see anybody die. You feel like, hey, something doesn't feel right here. You don't know why it doesn't feel right, but it's like, hey, this something doesn't feel like it's adding up. And then eventually you see the old couple throw themselves off the cliff.
The Ate Stupa Festival.
Yeah, which the guy said he knew what that was,
I know.
and then like he was still like horrified when they jumped. So maybe like they have like a different type of festival, same name.
I think that weirdly, that feels like a piece of that was exposition was cut out during the editing, because there's a director's cut of this film. I'm not sure if it ever goes into that.
Yeah, the director's film's like 30 minutes longer than this one. It's like a 3-hour long movie when they put all the director's cut stuff in there.
Yeah, so it's like, and he says explicitly, like, "Ooh, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy." And then you're like you said, yeah, he's genuinely horrified at what he sees, so it can't be what he imagined. But we never get a follow up on that, and he's just immediately like, "Can I look at the book?" And that's sort of why it ends up being his demise.
It was
Yeah.
I thought that was one of the best horror shots I've ever seen, was when the first lady jumped off and hit the rock.
What part of it? What, like looking up, when you're looking up at her and she's looking down at like Florence Pugh and the
When
crowd?
she actually like hits and like bounces off the rock,
Yeah.
like the way the face looks and everything like that, like
Oof.
that was like one of the best horror shots I think I've ever seen. Like, it was not over the top. It was very realistic. It was brutal. Like, it was
fucking gnarly.
Yeah, I mean, I called it too when I was watching the film. Like, the guy had the big fucking hammer when he was sitting there, and I was like, oh, is he just gonna smash their heads on this fucking rock? Because like that's something like when the old lady was doing the whole singing thing, and there's like a stone stool almost sitting there on top of her stage. I thought they were gonna take them there and like smash their heads in front of them, but like Gallagher style with the fucking watermelons. But eventually they got to it after the guy didn't like kill himself correctly.
Oh, what an idiot, dude.
Well, you got
Goes
one job.
flags first.
One job, dude. Like, come on. You just watched her do it correctly. Why didn't you do it correctly, dude?
I guess it is always the like, yeah, everybody thinks you have a plan until you get to the moment. Like maybe he's just like, all right, this is how I'm gonna do this. Like, and then when he comes to do it, he's like, fuck, I fucked up in a major way. And then yeah, it's fucking squish watermelon for you, dude. Um, yeah, that scene is shocking for sure. Yeah, to watch, especially if and it definitely leads to like the what the fuck did I just see? Um, feeling of the film, but it's
It was also like one thing that was strange to me was like they've two people killed themselves and then the they just like, oh, a day later they're like, all right, you guys want to do some more mushrooms with us? And they're still like hanging out there and like, yeah, we'll do mushrooms with the people that like just killed themselves.
yeah, it's like immediately like I'm running away. Although the couple does try to get away, they don't obviously.
Yeah, they get caught. But I don't remember them taking like cars in there though. Didn't they walk through the woods and walk through the gate in the beginning? So
Well,
I
that's
feel
the
like
thing. They say we'll take you back to the train on in our car. That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
thing.
There was
I don't know why you'd believe them. I'd be like, I don't, yeah, not gonna be here much
they're
longer.
very secretive. Like I mean, this is a group of people that they kill themselves and they're okay with it. Like they're probably not going to be okay with you like going back to the authorities to be like, hey, there's a group of people out there that are like just fucking killing each other and just doing mushrooms all the time. Like they're not going to let you get the fuck away.
Well, it's apparently they needed all of them for the ritual at the end,
Need 9 people at the end, and they got 5.
and 2 volunteers from the clan or from their tribe.
Yeah, but they needed 7, or was it 9?
I don't know. The math at the end there doesn't make a whole ton of sense. Uh, the last 25 minutes of the film, Florence Pugh doesn't say a word.
Really?
Neither does the boyfriend.
Well, yeah, the boyfriend ends up getting like paralyzed, so
Well, right, but he's before that he's like sitting
he
at the
fucked up
table.
on his
His,
house. So
his last word is like, "Why did you do that?"
yeah,
To
yeah.
the old guy who clapped in his face, and that's it. He fucks and then he's paralyzed, as we all get. Um,
That was a crazy. Oh, one thing I loved. There was 2 things actually that I loved. One was the attention to detail. Like if you watch when she's on shrooms at the end and she's got like the headdress on and everything. If you look at the flowers are like they're breathing,
oh, I didn't see that.
opening and closing a little bit, and like that's like reference to earlier in the movie when Pele's talking about everything in the forest has life, everything's breathing.
Hmm,
So like when she's high, if you look at some of the flowers, they all look like they're breathing, which I
yeah.
thought was kind of a cool thing.
Did you see the sister in the background at the end
No, I
in the
did.
trees?
She
So after the festival and when she's doing the around the maypole, when she's
yeah,
coming back, I think, and she sees Christian cheating on her, as she's walking to the thing, you see in the background the sister's face with the
with the
hose stuck
mask
to it,
on.
made of the trees in the back.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh fuck! I'm gonna have
yeah.
to like go back and like watch this fucking movie again, frame by frame. Now, and like tell
There's
me.
a there's a ton of tiny details upon a rewatch that I picked up. That some of them which I knew because I followed it on on Twitter.
Yeah.
But it's like when they first arrived to the coven, the guy who welcomes them all, who says like my frock is kind of girly or whatever the fuck he says.
Mhm.
Um,
Odd, which was just such a good name for that fucking guy.
yeah, he says to everybody, "Welcome, welcome, welcome." But he says to Florence Pugh, "Welcome home."
Yeah, I remember that part. I picked up on that like immediately. I was like
Did you notice the drink? The guy's drink was red. The
yeah,
Christian's drink was red as compared to yellow because of the
the
period
period
blood.
blood was in there, and he ate the pube out of the fucking meat pie. I thought when they were eating the meat pies,
Oof.
I thought they were gonna be eating people. Like I thought that was gonna be a big thing because that was right after the couple disappeared too.
Yeah.
So I thought they were going into the meat pies. So that's what my assumption was, and I thought they were all gonna figure that out. But like
No, Steve, they're not cannibals. They're just suicide cultists who kill people.
just people that put period blood in people's drinks and pubes and try to
Uh,
and fucking drug them into impregnating them. Yeah.
yeah, a lot
Another
of
thing I
fucked
really
up
liked
shit,
about
dude.
it was there was a lot of quick cut shots between like the beauty of it. Like you would look at like the beautiful like headdress of like Florence Pugh's character, or like or like a beautiful like shot of like the scenery. Then all of a sudden it would cut to like the fucking two people that killed themselves, like fucking dead bodies. Like a quick cut straight to like the face.
Mhm.
It was like, oh yeah, this is beautiful, but oh yeah, here's what the fuck's really going on.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're gonna you thought you were just starting to ease back into this movie. You thought that like, you
It never
know,
lets you settle in.
aesthetic, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh boom, guess what? They're still killing people at this place. Like,
Yeah. There's always something going wrong, whether it be the people staring at them in the background. You can just kinda see it. You see, like, there's tons of characters doing shit in the back, and it's
I
never
really
you never feel welcomed.
I like that there was a lot of people in this film too. Like a lot, I feel like a lot of horror films don't have like a large cast of people. Like if you look like Hereditary, it's like just that family really. I mean, like you see like the kids in the school are kind of like secondary characters, but like they don't really interact with any of them. It's like really just them interacting
Well,
with family, and then you find out
one
that
of his buddies is in the cult at the end.
you find at the end, yeah, but they're not. It's not like not a huge like talking,
You're right.
but like Father Odd's talking to all of them, and then like there's the Pele's sisters trying to get in on that, and then Pele's there, and then like there's the multiple friends, and then it's like it's a bigger cast of people to like go through. Like big it's a big difference between that and like Ritual that we watched last week, where it was like four
Yeah.
guys for like 90% of the movie.
Yeah. And then everybody else is like a wordless evil person, and then you get the monster.
Yeah.
Um,
I thought that
and
was
the 4 guys start, that cast gets diminished pretty quickly.
yeah, it's gets smaller and smaller on a rap.
Um, yeah, I mean, just the one thing I wanna harp on, Jack Rayner, Christian, the boyfriend, his character is so fucking hateable, and, like, he's so the dynamic between him and Danny, how he is her only connection back to her old life. Her family's gone, all the friends are his friends, and they hate her for various reasons. They didn't even want her to come, and then they all, and it's leading back to what you said, she they all die, they all go away, and her old life dies there, and she's now that's why she's, like, smiling at the end, because she's maybe now in a place where she's accepted and loved and wanted, even though it has major fucking weird flaws. Um,
And she
it's
picked him,
better than
right?
Huh?
I
Huh?
picked that up, right? She picked him to die at the end, like because they said that she could have picked him or somebody else.
I believe so, yeah.
Well, she picked him to die to really just hammer home the point. I'm killing off my past. Like I don't. This is my new life.
Yeah, he was such a piece of shit to her, though.
Yeah, like
He he
he
was
was
such a
dragging her
coward,
along, like
he
instead of
wouldn't
breaking
break
up
up
with
with
her,
her.
and like he knew that he was her only fucking like lifeline, basically dealing with the anxiety and everything like that.
He couldn't even remember her birthday, you
Yeah,
know?
Paley slipped right in on that one.
Yeah, he's a hateable dude in this film, which is a great job by him as an actor, and he does get his at the end.
It's so
Guy's
funny,
the
like the
coward.
different ways that you can make somebody hateable. You can make that guy hateable, but like he never like cursed at her. He was never mean to her, like overtly.
Yeah,
Just like,
but
but he was hateable. But like, then if you look at like the Ritual, you see like Dom was the one with like the glasses, right? He
yeah,
was like cursing at people. You guys are fucking pricks. You're a coward. You didn't stand up for our friend. And you can make a guy
he's
hateable
aggressive.
too, that way too. So it was very interesting to see a different director come up with a different way to make somebody. I would say probably equally as hateable, maybe even more so.
Yeah, I mean, listen, abuse comes in all different shapes and sizes and formats, and yeah, you don't have to necessarily be a aggressive, punch you in the face, insult you type of guy to abuse somebody. And I think that's part of what our Aster wanted to say is like this guy is evil. He might be the most evil person here because of what he's doing to this one girl.
Which is crazy
Um,
because like they also like really put Will Poulter in there, and he was like an asshole, and like, but then like, by the end you're like, oh, actually, I don't really hate him the most. I hate the boyfriend the most.
Will Poulter's character is like that's the toxic masculinity part of it, and his character is very funny. There's a lot to go into there. How he's just like oh dude, we're gonna go and like fuck Swedish bitches and be like oh that chick sucks, dude. Like he's like the guy who's like
He's the
let's fuck
frat
them
boy
all.
basically.
Yeah, he's like let's fuck them all, let God sort them out or whatever, type dude. And then like the minute he takes it starts unraveling that he's really like a pussy. He takes
It's
the
even before he
mushrooms.
takes acid. Dude. He's walking through the fucking field and he's like avoiding the fucking bugs and shit.
He's so scared of ticks that Aster wrote into his character that he tucks his jeans into his socks
Yeah, I
because
was
he
noticed
hates
that too.
ticks.
Yeah,
Now, Aster in real life does have a severe phobia of bugs, so
yeah.
I think he's writing himself into the character a bit there.
It's a little easy to write that character. He's got firsthand experience with it.
Right. But also, like, the minute he takes the mushrooms, he's like, everybody lay down now. He starts acting like a child. He's like, dude, I don't like when new people are coming around me. Like, I'm scared. Steve, can you lay down with me? Like, he's like 1 minute he's the bravado, fuck that chick, let's fuck them all. And then next he's like a little kid, and then he died.
That was so fucking funny when he was tripping. He's like he would like lay down, he would sit back up. Dude, you're not laying down. Why aren't you laying down? And Bailey's just like, dude, shut up, chill.
Good job by Will Poulter on that.
What
I
was
like
he
Will
drawing
Poulter.
when she walked into their room when she went to the apartment? Pele was drawing something when Danny first walked into the apartment
I don't remember.
because he put it away real quick and you only got like a quick shot of it. It looked like he was just drawing the table and that's what he said he was drawing, but I feel like he would have just shown.
Wasn't it her as the May Queen?
No, because like I know he did draw that for her eventually, but I think that when he was first in the apartment, it looked like he was just drawing the table. I'd have to go back and look at it again.
Hmm.
I don't know if that was like something else that was like a second watch notice, like the sister in the background or anything like that.
Yeah. Did you notice that the film opens up with her in the bed and the painting above her is the bear and the princess? She has
No,
a painting above her bed as she's sitting there, and it's like a big grizzly bear looking down on like a little girl princess.
then
Foreshadowing, of course.
at the end, the princess is looking down on the bear.
Yeah. Yeah. Um,
That movie was
some
so cool with all the fucking like all the runes everywhere. Like if you look at when they're sitting and eating, like all the tables are set up in the same formation as the runes.
mhm.
Like all the little like foreshadowing stuff that's in there and all like the imagery that they put in there. I thought that was it was just such a really good movie. Like it's a horror movie, so like most of the time you're not really gonna go back and watch it, but it was a really beautiful movie. Like
Yeah,
if it
that's what
moved
I
a
was
little
saying.
quicker, it would be more of a rewatch. But it's like a 2.5 hour long movie. And it's
Yeah, there's tons of details. We literally spent the last 45 minutes talking about them. Like, it is. That's like I said before. Asked to really stretch his legs. Like he went to Hungary because this film was shot in Hungary. And like built that actual commune. Like he built 3-story buildings. Like every building there was built for the show for the movie. Um,
this must have been
and
after
yeah,
Hereditary, right?
he he flew to shoot this movie the day after Hereditary released, or
He got the funding.
maybe wrapped. One of
He
the
got the
two.
funding for that to build all those buildings and everything like that.
Well, it's A24, and yeah, I think A24 saw the vision with this guy uh, once Hereditary was like a finished
Wrapping up
product.
and they were looking at it going like, oh, okay.
Yeah, because
This
he got a budget for this one. He used it for
yeah.
sure.
I mean, if he
Whether it be
built
the
all that shit,
cast,
there was a ton of shit to build there.
yeah, the CGI, it's just
It
really
was
well done.
it's really one of the most beautiful shot movies I've ever seen. Like the
Yeah,
vibrant colors and everything like that.
this is a letterbox nerds like wet dream film.
Like that
Because
movie, if there wasn't so much like horror shit in that movie, like that movie was so sick to watch on shrooms. Like if you
oh
just took all
yeah,
like the dying
Jesus,
people, just like the fucking vibrant colors and all like the scenery and all like that, that would be so much fun.
the
But like as soon
fucking
as like you see the guy like fucking burning alive in a bear suit, it'd be like, "Oh, this isn't as fun
uh,
anymore."
no nightmare fuel, dude. When he smashes the guy falls, his legs are all snapped. It's fucking brutal.
And then they're
Uh,
also like, I heard this because Paige watched a 7 hour long fucking breakdown of the movie. Um, but they're all like they share the pain. Like when the
yeah,
guy
the
falls
yell.
and breaks his leg, they all start yelling and they share his pain. Like I feel like that was something also that like appealed to Danny staying there because she always felt alone in her pain. Like even when she was talking to the woman on the phone in the beginning, talking about, oh, she sounded like something was wrong. Am I pushing him too far? Like, am I leaning on him too much? Like she never felt like anybody shared her pain.
Yeah,
And I
Now
feel
she
like
has people to sympathize,
her
empathize.
being there and them sympathizing and empathizing with her, I feel like that probably called out to her and made her want to stay as well.
Yeah. There's definitely some intellectual depth to the story, as is all of Aster's films. Aster he does a pretty good job at that.
Was it a selfish choice for her to stay, or do you think that it was a like selfish choice for her to kill off like her past, or do you think it was a self
It's an interesting moral quandary.
like
Like taking anybody's life, if that means betterment for you, is it seems wrong.
it almost like
Even
saved
if the
her though? You know what I
huh?
mean? It almost like saved her from like herself by doing that.
Is there a world where like she doesn't have to allow somebody to die for her to be free? I think that's the question that would answer your quandary. Um, because while the guy is a you know a piece of garbage to her consistently throughout, nothing he does is death sentence worthy. You know,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like the word. Well, I mean, like obviously the emotional abuse of him not really caring and like being 1 foot in, 1 foot out is bad, and then but him cheating on her too. But neither of those things warrants like the death penalty over it.
especially burning alive. It's a pretty rough one.
Yeah, as you can't move, like you're just paralyzed, burning alive. Not even like you can fight your way out or try and do anything about it. Like couldn't even scream.
Oh boy, yeah. Like I said before, this movie you need to like be in a nice spot mentally to watch this one.
I knew that the bear was gonna burn at some point because
Oh, it
they
was so
alluded to
cute.
that. They alluded to that a couple of times throughout the movie with different imagery with the bears burning and stuff like that.
Well,
So
that's the picture at the beginning. There's a pretty prominent bear burnt on fire in the painting.
yeah, and I didn't know that he was gonna be inside of the bear.
No, no,
I
that's
saw
kind
the
of
bear
shocker.
disappear for like they showed the bear in the cage, and then the bear disappeared, and then all of a sudden, oh, there's the dead bear.
Yeah, man. Great film. Good job, Ari Aster. This is what cemented me as being an Ari Aster fan for life. Like Hereditary 1 and Midsommar as the follow up. I'm like, this guy has legit chops as a guy who's going to be the next generation of like the guys you're always going to go see.
As
Like
long as he
the
keeps working with
PTAs now.
A24, he's never gonna fucking miss.
I mean, you could say Beau is Afraid was a miss. I've seen it. I liked it. It's much weirder than any of the other ones. Eddington was his most recent release this year. More of a standard film.
I didn't
Like
get to see that one yet. I really wanted to see that.
it's once again not a fun watch. None of his films are because it's very much a microcosm of what occurred during the COVID-19 epidemic, and it's about what happens when you live your life on phones and you can't get out of that internet microcosm telling you what's right and what's wrong.
The echo chamber,
Um,
create for yourself almost.
yeah, and it's dark and it's he gets incredible performances out of everybody he works with, so
I mean,
he's
yeah, you
got chops.
Joaquin Phoenix and
Pedro
Pedro
Pascal,
Pascal. Like, I mean, that's a fucking banger 1-2 punch right there. Anyways,
absolutely.
what'd you give
Um,
this one for a score? What did you
uh,
score that?
I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, I think this might be my highest rated one. Yeah, I think I'd probably give that a 4.
You could, yeah, four. It's somewhere between a 4 and a 4.5. It's not a 5. It's not a perfect film. It's, for everything we've said, it's maybe a little too long, maybe a little too underdeveloped at times. And,
That's the only thing
yeah.
that I really brought it down for me was the to get a 5, you gotta be like, it's gotta be a rewatchable film.
Yeah, true.
Like, if like not even the feeling that it gives you is why it's not a rewatchable film. It's just that it's just a little too slow. It's a little bit too drawn out.
Yeah.
Now it's a beautiful film and it needs that. I think that if you tried to condense it too much, I think it wouldn't work. But you kind of needed something to keep that plot line going, not just we're uneasy here, something's not right here. That only works for so long.
For me, rewatchability is not like, not every 5 stars a rewatchable film, not every 3 stars, not a rewatchable film for me. Like, there's definitely some in there. This one is not a rewatchable, like you said. because of it's just not fun to watch it. It's not. I mean, besides the cinema, unless you want to be like dazzled by cinematography and choices a director makes, then absolutely. Um, but it's long, like you said, and it's drawn out, and it's it's dark.
But
Um,
rewatchability is the only thing that stopped me from doing like a 4.5 star for it. Like rewatchability is not the end all be all. Like you said, a 3-star movie. Like
like RoboCop is a rewatchable film for me. That's like 3 stars.
it's fun. It's not it's not a fucking block. It's well, blockbuster movie would be the wrong word because it probably was a blockbuster movie when it came out, but it's not a fucking cinematic masterpiece. But it's a fun movie. It's a good movie, and it's rewatchable.
Yeah, Paul Verhoeven. He really. I don't know if it did very well. I think it probably did.
I mean, it was like in '80s, right? It was '89 or something like that when RoboCop came out. Like
Somewhere in the middle.
the '80s, like
82.
loved that fucking sci-fi shit, and then also you're gonna get like cops involved. Like,
I mean, it's a cool concept. A robot cop. I mean, it's actually a fairly dark film for what it
yeah,
is. Like
I've seen
because
bits and pieces. It's like, what the fuck are we doing here?
what makes you a human, you know? So I think that's what makes it lasting as a piece of sci-fi. But just to circle back to rewatchability, I saw One Battle After Another this weekend or this week with my friend Joe in theaters, and it's PTA, one of my favorite directors of all time, starring Leo DiCaprio, Benicio del Toro, and Sean Penn and Chase Infinity and Tiana Taylor. That movie is going to be a endlessly rewatchable film for me. It's damn near a perfect film.
What other movies has he done?
There Will Be Blood. There's no female characters in that one.
Never seen that one.
Boogie Nights is about porn, centered around Mark Wahlberg.
I've heard of that one. I never saw it.
The Master. That one's probably it's got more developed female characters. Phantom Thread. What else has he done? He's done a shit ton. But there's like
apparently I've never seen any of his movies. Just heard of him.
He's one of the best directors of all time. This is a home run movie for sure. So I recommend go seeing. That's my recommendation for the week. I digress because it's a fresh movie and I don't want to spoil it, and I kind of want to go back and cut out from what I've said about it. And I might just do that. But Jacob does have a recommendation.
Did he get it in?
He did. And it's a movie I have seen. It's a movie I have rated very highly. Came out a few years ago. It's Shane Black's the Nice Guys, starring Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling. It's a comedy, buddy cop, action film. It's incredibly well done. I believe it's directed by Shane Black, right, Steve? Could you check me on that?
Yeah, look it up right now.
It's one of the funniest movies I've seen ever. Russell Crowe and Gosling. Gosling's got like for real, like
he's got comedy chops. He's got some unbelievable comedy chops.
And he's my favorite actor going right now, besides Leo. So
director Shane Black. Yep.
Yeah, Shane Black.
Written by Shane Black and Anthony Bagarozzi.
Cool. So that's the recommendation. Watching on streaming, Steve, you'll like this one. It's funny.
I've seen this. It's fucking hilarious.
It's just downright hilarious.
Thank you, Jacob, for putting us off this fucking sad train ride that we've had for the last 2 fucking movies.
Yeah, cult. No more cult horror. We're just going straight to comedy, buddy cop, which I love. I do love that. It's a nice palate cleanse because, yeah, like I said, after this last one, it was, I don't know how many more movies I can watch like this at like 10 a.m. on a weekday without it becoming like, hey, maybe I should go speak to somebody. Yeah. Steve, any parting thoughts? It's been 2 hours.
Yeah, we're talking about this being a fucking quick one.
We just do 2 hours standing on our heads, dude.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm excited for Nice Guys. I love fucking Russell Crowe. I'll watch anything with fucking Russell Crowe in it. I don't know why. I just really like him as an actor. I mean, I can only name like 3 or 4 movies I've ever fucking been in, but...
Have you seen Gladiator?
No, that's probably like...
Oh my fucking God, Steve.
I like Beautiful Mind. That was a really good one with him in it.
You are a beautiful mind.
Yeah,
The movie that made Russell Crowe into a megastar. You haven't seen it, like literally
it
an
was
all-time
really
movie.
good in Thor: Love and Thunder too. So I
That
don't,
movie sucked my dick, dude.
I like that movie. I don't give a fuck. I like the Thor movies except for the first two. After the first two, they got better. Who would have fucking figured that like the first one would have been okay, the second one falls on its fucking face, and the third and fourth ones are like good. Like
Well, the third one's one of the best Marvel movies ever made.
yeah, I love
Movies ever made. Period.
that's one of my fucking comfort movies. That movie's fucking hilarious. It's fun. It's another that's one of those ones where like it pops off the screen. It's just so fucking bright and colorful.
Shout out to Taika Waititi, dude.
But excited for the Nice Guys. That'll be a fun palate cleanser. I love a nice buddy cop movie. Gosling is hilarious. Uh, he's another one of the. Is he under 40? Is he in your best actors under 40? He's probably over 40.
I think he's over 40,
But I mean, like
but only slightly.
his fucking range.
Oh yeah,
Like he goes from a fucking buddy cop movie like this, and then he's got like all like the dark movies that he's in.
he's in my favorite movie of all time, Blade Runner 2049, and he's literally playing a robot in that, and it's just like a stunning performance.
Oh, is that why all the fucking shots from that movie I've ever seen? He doesn't have a facial expression.
Well, yes, because he's a robot.
Yeah, well,
Spoiler alert for
never saw
Blade
the
Runner
fuck.
2049.
I never saw the movie, so I was always like, "This looks like a really fucking sad and boring movie." This guy
But
looks,
he does have like a moment of real emotion. It's the meme, I'm sure you've seen it online, with like, God damn it! And he slams the chair.
let me see that one.
God damn it, Steve. God
Oh,
damn it!
but I know the fucking meme with fucking the Irish guy. Oh fuck, from In Bruges.
Colin
Oh,
Farrell?
so when he does the fucking the shrug, I didn't never know what the fuck that was from. That was like the funniest part of that whole fucking movie.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. It's good. Speaking of Irish, shout out to the Celtics. Shout out to Jason Tatum. Heal up. Go Pats. Go Red Sox. I'm about to catch the last 3 innings here. Keep the good vibes rolling through October.
Love you, Jason. Love you, Jalen. Feel better, guys. Let's
Feel
fucking
better.
roll.
Let's go C's.
So Celtics, baby.
Bye.